Oh dear God, he shows his face. Why? Because Top War sucks at rolling out events, that's why. So I wanted to go over the class rework and give recommendations on which class you should pick. The reason you have my ugly mug on this video today is because only half of us actually have access to the class rework, and for some reason, Top War made it so only the losers of the SVS tournament battle so far have access to the class rework. So as the weeks go on, more of us will get access to this until the final battle for the SVS tournament is finished, and then everybody has access to it. So my server, we actually want our SVS, woo, go 988, but that means I don't have access to the class rework. However, I do have access to the spreadsheets, which you can find in my Discord, link in the description below. Thank you to the guys who made the Top War Bible. They have the best spreadsheet on the class rework so far. So let's go ahead and go over that today, and I'll give some of my recommendations. But first, a quick warning. When the class rework comes out for your server, the people who just had this unfortunately had to go through this issue. Your class will be reset. You'll be refunded everything. Your research time will be refunded in 5-minute speedups. You'll get all your resources back. You'll get all your class items back. Now, if you were a combat elite before, you'll still be a combat elite, but it's still going to refund all your things and you'll have nothing researched. If you want to go to Mechmaster and you use your class reselect item, all those elite name tags are still going to be elite name tags. That's the warning. So if you want to go from combat elite to Mechmaster or vice versa, the free class item change item they give you, don't use that until you've spent all your class items. So in other words, if you're combat elite and you want to be Mechmaster, upgrade up the combat elite tree as far as you can, use all your class items, then you can use the class reselect item and it'll turn your name tags into mechanical gears and vice versa. So do not switch classes until you have used all your class items. Otherwise, when you switch classes, you're going to be stuck with all these useless class items you can't use because you went to Mechmaster and you still have all these elite name tags and no mechanical gears. And if you want to fix that, unfortunately, that means you're going to have to spend 20,000 gems, 10,000 to switch back, spend everything, and then 10,000 to switch back to the class that you want. Hopefully Top War will do something to fix this issue or make it so people don't experience this issue, but protect yourself because I wouldn't be holding my breath for Top War to come rescue me. I'm also not going to talk about the Professions Officer because this is the basic class that everyone has access to, so once you unlock classes, you'll be able to see everything in there. This video is going to be about whether or not you should go Combat Elite or Mechanical Master. Now, of course, to decide which class you want to do, it is important to know what's in those classes. You can check that out in my Discord, but I'm just going to list off the abilities that are in both the Mechmaster tree and the Combat Elite tree just real quick. I'm not going to go into detail as far as their costs or their percentages, just what they do. Starting off with the Mechanical Master and some of the things that they're able to research, of course, you have the gather load increase, gather speed increase. If they've been gathering for at least an hour, they could potentially get extra rewards. They can build the gold, oil, and food facilities like they've always been able to, as well as their luxury upgraded versions. There's the strengthening and weakening facilities, as well as their upgraded versions. They also have additional bonuses when they join rallies for themselves, as well as others. For example, you're able to give a damage increase and decrease to all members within your rally. They also now have access to 3 heroes because now everybody has access to that. They can instantly repair units, a certain number per day, as well as getting a defense increase whenever they attack or defend a building. And finally, they also get encirclement, which is a damage increase and decrease if you're using more than one type of unit. Now we move on to the Combat Elite tree. Their tree is much more simple. It's a lot of stat boosts. So increased attack when attacking cities, increased effectiveness against dark forces, as well as extra rewards from dark forces. This is likely resources and on rare occasion class items. You can increase the stats of your heroes, their war, their defense, as well as their command stat, which means bigger march sizes. When you use experience books on heroes, they're able to give more experience per book. We have a lot of stat increases, attack, HP, damage decrease, damage increase. 3 hero, of course. Combat Elites are also able to research additional suppressions within their class tree. They're also able to get 5th skill, so you can put an additional hero skill on all of your orange heroes. They also get a defense increase when they are attacking or defending buildings, and also have access to encirclement. Now, between the two classes, it's clear that Combat Elite is far stronger than Mechanical Master, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should pick Combat Elite. Now, if you are one of the strongest people on your server, or you're among the strongest, you're the heavy hitters, you're regularly in the top 10 or 20 of the leaderboard, depending on the size of your server, then I definitely recommend picking Combat Elite, because if you're among the heavy hitters, your server needs you to be as strong as possible, and you need those stat boosts from Combat Elite, and you're going to want to continue to get the rewards you get from being near the top of the leaderboards. However, if you're not amongst the heavy hitters of your server, I strongly recommend going Mechanical Master. There's 2 points to the Mechanical Master tree. One is to develop your account faster, and 2 is a supportive role. Now, that's not to say if you're not amongst the heavy hitters that you can't be helpful in combat, but you might be more helpful in a support role rather than a combat role. I mean, you're not going to be very helpful in SVS if you pop over there, hit 3 people, you lose every battle, and you get zeroed. So maybe the support role would be better, where you can build towers to be able to buff your heavy hitters. You're able to build facilities so your heavy hitters can also develop their accounts faster, as well as you're able to develop your own account faster. You also get those boosts for being in a rally that you can give to your members. I mean, it's not very often that we rally things, but it's still a support role that you're able to fill. Also, if supporting's not really your thing, also think about it from a selfish perspective. You're also going to develop your account much faster. When you build those resource facilities, it gives you resources whether you're gathering from them or not. You also have an increased gathering speed, so you can max out your suppressions, you can max out your tree, you can max out your general perks much faster than someone who's a Combat Elite. So you can develop those things really high, and then once your suppressions are done, and once your class is done or close to being done, then you can go ahead and switch over to Combat Elite, and now you're a Combat Elite with maxed out suppressions and all his general perks done, and you're just a stud. This may sound like a simple explanation for which class you should pick, and it kind of is. I mean, Top War took 4 class specializations, smashed them together, simplified them, and said, here you go, here's the class rework. I think it was a class gutting, but I'll make a video on what I think about the class rework here in the near future. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if I mixed anything up, if I'm getting anything wrong, let me know in the comments below, because of course, as I mentioned, I don't have access to the class rework quite yet. I only have access to the spreadsheets and what people have been talking about in the community. But while you're down there, please drop a like. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and as always, have a fantastic day.